Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Sheffield United preview. How are we all doing out there? We are going to be talking about Hull City versus Sheffield United. Kickoff 3 p.m. on Sunday, which is annoying, at the MKM Stadium. The stadium that's had more names than birthdays, probably. We will have a watch along on the channel from 2:30 tomorrow. No, Sunday. And it's going to be with our transatlantic brothers, the red half of Sheffield, absolute legends. Pop up on screen right now. Our members, we love our members. They are going across the screen right now. If you're a member, kudos to you. Absolute legends. Also, want to give a big shout out to NordVPN because this week I've been sent 2 free 2-year memberships to NordVPN. So you will have NordVPN for 2 years for free. So we're going to give one away on this video and we're going to give one away on Twitter. So first of all you've got to do to be in with a chance of winning this is being subscribed to the channel, like this video, like it. You can like the rest, but definitely like this video and just write in the comments, I love NordVPN. That's not going to be annoying when I keep getting notifications saying I love NordVPN, but we love NordVPN. You should love NordVPN. And all you've got to do is write that into the comments and you can be in with a chance of winning a free subscription for 2 years. Whew, that was an effort.
You did all right, though. I mean, I only counted 6 or 7 mistakes, so I thought that was pretty good.
I actually think that's a world record for me. PB. PB.
I love NordVPN as well. In an unrelated matter, if you are moving to Cyprus at any point in the future, could be a very useful thing to look into.
Yeah, I'm not moving there. I don't know who would be moving there, but I don't think it's been mentioned much.
You know what, though? You and I enjoyed what was my penultimate home game, that match against Reading. I got given this shirt, which is signed by the entire squad. I was really, really touched. That meant a huge amount to me. It was a wonderful game in terms of if you're going to choose one, might as well make it a good one. And that definitely was a really good one. And I want to take that moment to thank DSM Roofing and Dean, who not only helped with that shirt, but put us up in a box for the game, Nick, which you're going to talk about.
Dean was an absolute top boy. We had a really, really good time with Dean and his guests and his kids as well. Yeah, we had a great time. It was fantastic. And obviously, we won 4-0. And that's what I'm going to be talking about right now. So what do I need to say that we don't already know? The Blades played brilliantly from start to finish. We scored 4 goals, which is the first time this season. Fantastic to see. NL getting on the score sheet yet again. Ollie McBurney getting on the score sheet. Iliman Ndiaye getting on the score sheet. It's what you want to see. Fantastic goals by all the boys. And like I said, we just played well from start to finish. Our passing was crisp. We got stuck in. We pressurized them. We didn't let them get back into the game one little bit. And everyone on that pitch played absolutely fantastically. And I'm just going to leave it there.
You called Dean a top boy, which reminds me of something. The TV program Top Boy. And I are both fans of that. And yesterday we discussed, because we were hearing throughout, weren't we, all the rumours about potential players leaving. And you and I discussed what we should do about that in terms of our social media profile, in terms of our YouTube channel. And we both looked at each other and we said, quoting Top Boy, say nothing.
Say nothing, fam.
Say nothing. And we said nothing. And as it turned out, that was the right thing to say.
That sounded really wrong coming out of your mouth then.
It does, doesn't it? It doesn't work with me at all. So I'll not do that ever again. But we kept quiet. And today, I think we can look back on a very, very successful transfer window. I know the transfer window hasn't closed across Europe, which I think personally is ridiculous. My own thoughts are transfer window should close the same for everyone across Europe. I'm talking about your major leagues. And it should close before the start of the season. And the season generally starts, for most, at the beginning of August. None of this September nonsense. That's a month in, and you're playing sides that are very different, a la Watford, by the time you come to 3 or 4 months down the line. That's not right.
I agree. But at the same time, you did say the major leagues, and Belgium is not one of the major leagues, so would still be in this predicament right now.
I think Belgium is one of the major leagues. I think if you've got sides qualifying for the Champions League and competing in the group stages, that counts as one of the major leagues. I mean, I'm not going to list who I think are the major leagues, but
no,
this would be very difficult to orchestrate because you've got to get the rest of Europe to go along with you. So it's a pipe dream, but that's what I would like. And we can but dream on this channel. We can also look back to the last time that we played our opponents that we're going to face on Sunday. Why is it on a Sunday, Nick? Do we know?
We don't.
Okay, good. At least you thought about it. So we're going to look back at a Slavisa Jokanovic Blade side took on the Tigers on the 18th of September, 2021. So, not too far away. We seem to be playing like Luton and Hull at similar times to when we did last season. Billy Sharp scored and missed a penalty. It was his 300th appearance for Sheffield United. Hull were really easily beaten at the MKM Stadium. Sharp finished off a sweet move by heading in a Morgan Gibbs-White perfect right-wing cross to put United in front. Hull goalkeeper Matt Ingram superbly saved Sharp's spot kick just before half-time. The visitors took control. After the break, it was really good to see United being so strong in that game. 2 Egan headers, both from corners, killed off any hope of a Hull comeback. Conor Howrahan, absolutely vital in taking those set pieces. Kane Lewis-Potter got a consolation. He was very impressive on the day. It was their first goal at that point in more than 10 hours. And that was all she wrote.
Very good, very good. My boss is a Hull City fan, and I've already said, we're not great away from home. What do you think? How do you think the game's going to go? And he said, we've got so many players that we are trying to gel together. I don't think we've got any chance in this game against top of the table. So, let's see what happens. So let me talk about the Blades team for this game. First of all, I'm going to give you the injuries, as I always do. Long-termers, Sharpie, Bogle, Jack O'Connell, Robinson, Koulibaly, John Fleck. You're sick of hearing me saying all those. So we'll move on. Again, another list of players that don't seem to be coming back anytime soon, but they're all very, very close, apparently. Adam Davis, Ben Osborne, Enda Stevens, Kieran Clark, all those. One of them could be on the bench. 2 of them could be on the bench. We'll have to see. But apparently all back on the grass. And that's what we like to see. We like him being on the grass. George Baldock is the only sort of worry, Hecky says, from the previous game. He had a back spasm and hasn't trained this week, but Hecky is still hoping for him to start. Saying that, I do think that if George Baldock doesn't start in this game, then Chris Basham will probably feature at right wing back. So I'm going to bring up the team. As I just said, we're hoping that George Baldock's going to play right wing back because at the end of the day, Chris Basham's position is where Anel Ahmedhodzic is playing. So our first choice right back is Baldock. So it's on screen. This is the exact same team as I quoted in the last video. This is the same team that played as well. So I got that one right. So big pat on the back. So we weren't sure whether Sanderberger was going to be in this team. Thank God he is. And hopefully we have the same result as what we did against Reading. McBurney scoring and Dye scoring. Want to see those attackers keep getting on the score sheet.
I would love that as well. Let's look at the opposition then. Hull City currently sitting 11th at time of doing this video, while Sheffield United are in top spot. Greek international Dimitrios Paikas, could be pronounced Pelkas, has become Hull City's latest summer signing after a rather protractive move that it took ages to get over the line, but it's from the Turkish giants Fenerbahce. It was confirmed on deadline day. He's joining fellow deadline day arrival Xavier Simons. Another addition is Adama Traore. Not that one. This is a guy from Mali. He's likely to be sidelined for this derby. Hull lost their last match 3-1 away at QPR. Former Blade Tyler Smith got that consolation for the Tigers. Look out for their keeper, who I've already mentioned, Ingram, a really good shot stopper at championship level. If we look at their side, then you know Ingram's going to be in goal, but then at the back, Christie, Figueiredo, Greaves and Elder, probably across that back line. They likely go 4 at the back. Jones and Regan Slater, another former United youth player, could continue in midfield with Tete, Longman and Cannon. Other options in their attacking midfield. They like to have a 2 in middle, then 3 attacking midfielders in front of them with a sole striker. And that sole striker is their danger man. 7 goals in 7 games. Colombian striker. Nick, you can say his name because I know you love saying it.
Yeah, striker.
Oscar Eduardo Estupiñana, something like that.
No, I think I got it right the first time.
Yeah, you did better than me
Striker.
on that one. Just call him Striker. He's definitely someone to watch out for. The referee is Matthew Donoghue from Greater Manchester. Well, your sigh, sir, is relevant because he's not a referee that's been particularly kind to Sheffield United. Last season, he took charge of 34 matches in all competitions. He issued 137 yellows. That's average. But he gave 8 reds. That's high. And you've got to do a lot to get a penalty from this guy because he only gave 3 penalties in 34 matches, which is the lowest we've ever seen when we've been doing these referee reviews. He last refereed the Blades 1-0 win against Blackburn on the 23rd of February 2022. You remember that game, though, Nick, and it's fair to say it wasn't one where it was an invisible referee performance.
No. Certainly not. But we don't want to keep talking about referees. No one cares about referees.
Well, what if I tell you that he was also in charge when we lost 2-1 at home against Millwall? Remember that? He was hardly invisible in that game either.
Yeah, we don't care about referees.
What if I tell you he was also in charge of our 4-0 hammering at West Brom?
That were our own fault, to be fair.
Yeah, that was our own fault.
Nothing to do with referee.
No, you're absolutely right. So that's who our referee is, Matthew Donoghue. I'm expecting him to have a busy day, unfortunately.
Yes, let's hope not. Let's hope to see a few United goals, 0 United conceded goals, and we again sail off into the sunset with 150 points. Score prediction for this game, Hal. I am not feeling too confident. I should be after the last game, but it's away from home. Hull City have spent a lot of money. I'm going for another 1-1 draw, as I said, for the Luton game.
Yeah, you think the away form is going to be a problem. I tend to agree. I think Hull are at home, certainly attacking-wise, really strong. Their defence is leaky, so I think we'll score. But I'm still concerned that we're not quite approaching away games the same as home matches. And I think we'll be found out in this one. I'd never like to do it, but I'm predicting, for the first time ever, a Blades loss. I actually think Hull are going to surprise us. They're going to come out the traps all guns blazing. They're going to win 3. They're going to win 3-1. I hope I'm wrong. I'm trying this as a new tactic because I've said we're going to win every away game so far. If I say we're going to lose a game and this works, I'll say we're going to lose every away game for the rest of the season and get those 150 points that Nick's been banging on about. So you couldn't hear anything I just said, right?
No, I stopped listening to you when you started talking about us losing a game of football, which we won't do for the rest of the season.
Well, let's see which one of us is right. Let us know your predictions in the comments, please. How do you see this one going? Do you go draw with Nick? Do you think Hull are going to nab it? Or are you going to be a far better Blade and say that United will actually win this one? Let us know.
Yeah, we can't say United are going to win every game this season.
No, absolutely right.
Definitely not. So do you want to run through a few player connections, Mr. Hal Stewart?
Yeah, let's go with King Keith. Keith Edwards, of course, a true legend of both clubs. Man just knew where the goal was. How we could do with Keith Edwards right now. Maybe Ollie McBurney will continue in the same vein and we'll look at him in a similar vein in future years. Maybe. And also, I'll give you Harry Maguire because when I think of Hull City, I kind of think of Harry Maguire. I don't know about you.
No, not really.
Great.
I don't know who I think of. I really
Great
don't.
content. Like, it's pure. It's rich. Something for everyone.
Giovanni.
Well, I was on about players that played for both. All right. Let us know in the comments players that played for both, or do what Nick's doing and just list players that played under Phil Brown for Hull in the Premier League. Not the game, not what we're doing, but I appreciate you coming.
Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you next time.